Soul hop. I'm writing that down.
There it is.
I've never heard of that before. Have you heard of that before? Did you like really make that up on your own?
I made it up on my own.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe soul hop to me?
So soul hop is like.
Wait, don't. The verses is about to start. Awesome. Welcome to Word of Mouth with Jade Davis, your hostess with the mostest, and
Cool Blue.
Cool Blue. How cool is this? All right, and he's going to be talking about, well, we're going to be talking about his latest project, talking about his YouTube series, talking about his artistry, and we're going to have some fun. So I have a surprise for you, though. I know. Surprise! So this is going to be your very own personal versus, right? So I was listening to how when you were talking with Christina, I call her Christina with a K, but she also has a podcast, A Conversation with Joe, right? And what I took from that was that, you know, especially during Corona and COVID, that you were able to have like an awakening with yourself, and that kind of like inspired this project. Yeah. So to me, that says that like the only person you're in competition with is yourself.
Agreed.
So this is a versus where you are going to be in competition with yourself. So.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? You did that. He did that.
That's neat.
So I also am a gamer. Like I love to play games. So you're going to have 1 minute to answer this question. Very first question. Ready? All right. Dead or alive? You have 1 minute to give me your top 5 rappers. Let's grow.
All right. Pusha T, Fabulous, Kiss, Big, and Royce.
Let's grow. That was fast. That was done. You did that in like 30 seconds. Who was at the top? I don't even remember. Say it again. Can you say that again?
Pusha T.
Pusha T? So why Pusha T?
I was a huge Clips fan. I was a Neptunes fan. When that whole Star Trek movement came out, Khalees, Pusha, Malice, Pharrell, Neptune, NERD, I was Star Trekked out when I was young.
All the girls
In the bathroom. Indeed.
Do you see yourself, or maybe what I should really ask you is like, what type of an artist would you describe yourself as?
Soulful. I call it soul hop. Soul, a mixture of soul and hip hop.
Soul hop. I'm writing that down.
There it is.
I've never heard of that before. Have you heard of that before? Did you like really make that up on your own?
I made it up on my own.
Yeah? How would you describe soul hop to me?
So soul hop is like.
Wait, don't. The verses is about to start. We're gonna let his music describe it for itself. But before we play the first song, I just want to say I kind of want to hear more about the background to this first song. So the first song is titled "Sorry." Yeah. To me, as a woman, as a black woman, I hear a black man apologizing in the first song. I'm definitely listening to the rest of this album. I just want to tell you that that's how it touched me, period.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
You don't hear that often. It's like a vulnerability that you allowed yourself to explore, and not only explore, but you shared it with the world. So can you give us some background to Sorry? Like, who are you apologizing to?
This entire project is an album to God. So I was apologizing to God for running away from lessons, running away from things that I have felt that I should have been doing in my early years, and things that I felt like I kind of reneged on. Me personally, like I said, the name of the album is, the name of the project is I've Been Running. So we all feel like there's things that we not physically run from, but just things that we run from in life. It's like certain responsibilities, certain promises you might have made to yourself early in life, certain things that, you know, like you wish you would have done, could have done. And then, like you said, once you go into your 30s, you start to see life at a different clip.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, Sorry was more or less was my personal apology to God, and I explained throughout the entire record why I'm apologizing, what I'm apologizing for, and what I got to come clean about before I get into the rest of the project.
Wow. All right. Let's hear Sorry. Y'all gonna vibe out with us while we listen to.
Opened up my heart. Didn't hear you coming. Ready for these lessons. I've been skipping for a while. Dang. Skipping for a while. Charge it to the head. Didn't want to smoke. Easy on my body. I ain't been through this before. But you knew that already. You knew that already. Yeah, let me start with this apology. I can understand if you was never to acknowledge me. Long overdue. I ain't wanna face the music. Take it to the grave and in the end I'll be a student. Learning at your feet, forever with the king. To be absent from the body and the pleasure that it brings. Made new in your image, the songs that I could sing. When they yell it to the world, but I gotta come clean.
That's all they get. That's all they get. That's all they get. That's all they get. That's it. Wow. So that's not even my favorite song. That's just one of my favorite songs. All right. So you've got your opening with the Sorry, and then you've got your closing with the letter, and you said you're apologizing all the way through. The name of the whole project is
I've Been Running. Yeah.
And then in the middle, you've got the song, what is it, Outrun?
Yeah.
So can you run that whole concept? Like, did you plan it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I was telling, like I told Christina, like I write start to finish. So it's like syllable status. So it's like I do the title of the project.
Okay.
I list the actual tracks itself, and I pretty much write to the content. Like I try to do it as much of a book like as possible. So it's like literally start to finish, just so I'm a person where I love staying on topic, and I pride myself on being able to stay on topic start to finish.
That is okay. Then to me that makes sense as to why it's an easy listen from beginning all the way to end. And honestly, the last song I listened to probably about 5-6 times, back to back to back to back to
really?
Back. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to compose myself before we get there because it was so revealing. It was so empowering.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And honestly, I give thanks to you. Real talk. Thank you for pouring your heart out there.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Dang. All right. Here we go. Next game. If you could label, or if you could give a CD, a description of like a CD cover. You know, back in the day when we were in the 90s, like Tony Braxton, when you open up the album, there's a cover. There's a cover. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a description,
a
little bit. But how would you want the viewers to receive?
This project is a reflection of my thoughts to God, and hopefully it's taken as such. The project was literally for me, and if you just so happen to like it, then that was, like that's a plus.
Yeah.
And everything that comes out of it, hopefully he gets the glory. Boom, bam.
Ashe.
There it is.
Ashe. Let's go. All right. Hopefully he gets the glory. We're going to move on to song 2, my second favorite song before we get to my favorite song on the project, and it is called Outrun. Yes?
Okay.
Outrun. Let's hear Outrun.
Run, blue, run. Never outrun them. Run, blue, run. You can never outrun them. God on my heels every day, but I'm gunning. Run, blue, run. You can never outrun them.
Hey.
Run, blue, run. You can never run, blue, run. You can never outrun them. God on my heels every day, but I'm gunning. Run, blue, run. You can never outrun them. Run, blue, run.
You can never
Run, blue, run.
All right, cut. That's all you get. That's it. You've got to listen to it on your own to hear the rest. And where can they listen to? You sent me something. What was it? Dat Piff?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Dat Piff before.
Really?
Yeah. That's
So,
how
like-
out of the loop I am.
So Dat Piff was a mixtape link back, so it's like back in like the early 2000s, like 2008, 2009, 2010. that's where a lot of rappers was posting like mixtapes and stuff like that. So like a lot of your Fabs, Meek Mills, whomever, they was posting their mixtapes on that website. So it's like you can go back there and back catalog a bunch of music.
Yeah?
Of course.
Well, I'm excited to listen to yours.
They have an app, by the way.
That's what I got. I think I have the app.
Okay,
yeah, on my phone. Yeah. Dat Piff. What do they type in?
You can type in "I've been running," or you can type in Flojo, FLO''JO, or you can type in Cool Blue. Either one will pop up.
All right. Go get Dat Piff right now. Where else can they find you if not on Dat Piff?
SoundCloud.
Oh, SoundCloud.
So SoundCloud.com. It's the same as my IG, Charm City Blue. That's CharmCityBLU, no E.
CITY. All right. So I know that you don't do any of this by yourself. Ladies, he's taken. Okay. And the wonderful bride that he's taken with is here. She's in the background, but she's really helping out on a big grand scheme. And that is Lady Blue. How much of you all's relationship has inspired anything that you're writing in this project?
Not more or less on this particular project,
okay.
But on she's mentioned in Midnight Music 2 and Midnight Music, but she's mentioned in all of my projects. But this one, I tried to more like she's mentioned a handful of times in the project, but I tried to more or less center this one around God. But in the overall grand scheme of things, like she pushes me, I push her. We if she has a project, 9 times out of 10 I'm with her. Like if she has a pageant or a show or a model gig, 9 times out of 10 I'm with her. Even if she has like a makeup client, I'll say 7 times out of 10 I'm with her if she has a makeup client. So
precious.
Try to uplift each other as much as possible.
You do. It shows. Black love is real, and they have a whole YouTube series. I told y'all we were gonna talk about that. Called Blue Talk, right? I got a question. Can you tell us about Blue Talk and like how Blue Talk started?
Actually, Blue Talk started, so we used to drive up and down 95, going back and forth to model gigs and stuff like that. We would have these, and you having time on the road.
Yeah.
You have these lengthy conversations. You got nothing but time, so it's either the radio or talking. And we just sat back and said, we should put this in a conversation. And we kept saying, we should put this in a conversation. We should put this in a conversation. And then after a period of time, it was like, all right, cool, we're going to start doing it. And then we started doing it in our car. We was like, all right, cool, we'll start doing it in our car and see how it goes from there. So that just so happened how it played out.
Yeah? Okay. And this is season 2, the one that's playing now, right? Season 2. All right. So the last episode that I watched, you all were talking about the popular circle versus the winner's circle and like the difference between the two.
Right.
Where do you feel that you stand as an artist, as Cool Blue? Are you in the popular circle? Are you in the winner's circle?
It's a mixture of two, because it's like in my mind, I'm always mentally in a winner's circle.
Okay. Crown him. Okay.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm always mentally in a winner's circle. But it's like I feel as though world standards of what winning is, I'm not quite there just yet. Like, I mean, like monetary and things of that nature. But in my own sense, like finding out who I am, us building as a family, us building as a community, and just getting, my music out on different platforms. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm in a winner circle, but like to the point where I want to just, have, because I'm not necessarily looking for money just to be on like a rich scale. I want to have money to travel. I want to have money to move around as freely as I possibly can. So it's not necessarily a thing of like, oh, just having money to just go outside and like stand and like sit and like do the money phone and just like, like, and I don't knock any of that. Like I said, part of culture, part of who we are.
Yeah.
Whatever. But, like,
you got plans. You got goals.
My thing is I really just want to travel. So it's like, as long as I can songwrite and travel, I'm fine. All this other stuff, water under the bridge.
I love it. Travel. All right. So what are we talking about when we talking about traveling? Like,
Like what places I want to go?
Yeah, like the motherland. We talking,
of course,
nationwide is on your side. Like, what
yeah,
we talking?
I'm about to say like I want to. I mean, I want to touch as many places as I possibly can.
Yes.
Yeah, like we try different cultures, different foods, different.